a brief tutorial on how to create a Graphisoft account and download the free viewer for viewing your residence model. So the first step is going to be going to the Graphisoft website. So if you search Google for BIMx Viewer, it should bring up results such as Graphisoft BIMx. This is what you're going to want to use. So clicking on that will then bring you to a page which basically gives you a brief summary of what the BIMx Viewer is. This is completely free. The only thing you have to do is actually make an account. So you can feel free to look over this, learn a little bit more about what the actual viewer is. It just gives a little kind of, some graphics and just tells you a little bit about the viewer itself. But what we need to do is we need to go up to the top right here where it says sign in, and you will then be brought to a page where we are going to make your account. So down here where I'm highlighting, it says create Graphisoft ID. You're going to create an account with Graphisoft. That way you will be able to download the free viewer and get full access to the viewer's capabilities. So that is the first step. Now that we have the Graphisoft account created and the free viewer downloaded from their website or app store, if you are using a mobile device, upon launching it, you will be brought to a screen similar to this. And again, it might vary a little bit depending on what type of device you're on, whether it's a desktop or mobile. What you see here now is you'll see a preview image of your residence. And as we go through the design development process, there will be multiple files that you will receive from us via email. Upon downloading it, if you do not automatically see the file appear here, your preview, you could browse through it up here where it says open local file. Once you have the preview here to see and you're able to just double click on it, that will then bring you to the actual model. So this right now is just, again, it's still a preview, it's just a 2D image. To actually load the model, you'll go up here to the top left and where it says 3D, double click on that. This is now going to load the model fully into the viewer. So now the model is actually 3D, it's not just an image anymore. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to navigate through the model and be able to walk around and view your house. To do that, holding down your left mouse button on a desktop, you will be able to pan your camera around. On a mobile device, you'll basically use your one finger to swipe left and right around on the actual screen to do the same, to get your camera to follow your movements. So again, I'm going to refer to desktop primarily right now. To navigate further, you're going to want to use the keys W, A, S, and D. So W is going to move us forward, S is going to move us backwards, D is going to strafe us to the left, or to the right, sorry, and A is going to strafe us to the left. So using a combination of holding down your left mouse button and using those keys W, A, S, and D, I can now move around the model and walk around. On the outside, we'll be able to walk around to the inside, and I'll show you that in a minute, but that's how you basically move around. On a tablet, I believe using 2 fingers to pinch and zoom will zoom you in and out, and you can also do that on a PC or desktop with your mouse wheel. Just doing pinch and zooming out with 2 fingers on a tablet will do the same as this. And then again, holding down my left mouse button or using a single finger on your tablet or phone will pan your camera around. Now the next thing that we can do is to double tap or double click on, let's say, a door or window. It will actually zoom you into that door and bring you inside the residence. And then again, we can continue to hold down the left mouse and pan around with W, A, S, and D, move it around, so we're fully able to see inside the house as well as the outside. And again, it's going to be a little bit different on a tablet or your phone, but you'll use your single finger and 2 fingers to kind of pinch and zoom and move around that way. So I'm going back outside, and the next thing I'm going to show you is a really cool feature of this program. And so what it allows us to do, if I go down here to the bottom right, and the location might be a little bit different on your tablet or your phone, but there's a little feature that shows this house icon and it says cut model. What that's going to do is it's going to create a cutting plane. So now if I pan my view around, you can see your floor plan in 3D. So it's basically just cutting, your walls at a certain height, and that height could even be adjusted. There's a cutting plane out here. You can see this little rectangle as I'm mousing over it. It's highlighted orange. So if I click on that, I'll be able to move that cutting plane up and down. So now I'm cutting through the upper floor. If I click off of it again and pan my mouse, I can now see what the upper floor looks like. And then we want to bring that back down. Just go back out here to the edge, click on it again, drag it back down, and then click off of it. You can pan your mouse around. So this is just a nice way to see your plan from a 3D aspect from like the top view or what have you. Get an idea of how it looks there. And if we want to restore that back to its original state where it's not cut, just click off that again, the little icon down there, and that will bring you back to the full 3D model.